either way.
Did you?
Yes.
Sure.
We need some Bear White. It is Valentine's Day after all.
Captions are auto-generated.
Yes, they are.
No one has said hello. Oh, we're going. It's ready to go.
Because they're all watching my time lapse right now. Hi, Forrest. There we go.
Bill.
Yeah, the only downside to the StreamYard thing, besides it doesn't work well yet with Instagram, is that I can't see, when it notifies you somebody's come on, it doesn't do that. It just shows the comments.
Right.
So I don't know when people turn up. Where is everyone? Everybody's out there romancing, I think.
Oh, we just came on. We're running a little late for Wednesday. We're like...
Zia was finishing up that video. Yeah, see, just watch Zia's video. Everybody's watching the reel real quick before.
Well, we'll let everybody look at it. Bill says he's ready to rock. Just watch Zia's video. Love that 70s R&B funk.
Yeah.
So we're just waiting for the load up. We're a little bit late ourselves getting on tonight. I don't know if it's going to be a big night or not. But we'll test the water and see where we end up tonight. If everybody is out on a date tonight, then maybe we'll close up shop. If everybody's around tonight, we'll do a show. So Rich Cirillo is not on a date tonight.
I am not. So they should run on my wife.
Chris is not on a date tonight.
Nope, I'm not.
I'm on a date right now.
Much to the happiness of Pete.
You know who I'm on a date with right now?
Yeah.
Everybody coming to the show.
Well, I think that makes the three of us. The Jughead looks cool.
Yay!
Nobody's allowed to buy the Jughead. Which will cause everyone to buy the Jughead.
It's all about the burger.
It's all about what Chris wants. Earth, Wind, and Fire, the Commodores. I like cool cake. I like all of those. Matter of fact, when I make lasagna, I always do it to Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Fair enough.
It makes for a good lasagna. You want to know what the key to my lasagna is? It is Earth, Wind, and Fire. I never make a lasagna that I don't listen to Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Interesting.
Earth, Wind, and Lasagna.
Right. Earth, Wind, and Fire, a nice bottle of red wine, and we'll cook your lasagna.
Fair enough.
Chris's legendary lasagna. All right, guys.
So if y'all notice Chris being particularly energetic,
Chris ate king cake.
yeah, very sugary king cake.
Wow, is it a sugary? Like when we ate it this morning, like now I'm over it. Now I'm like a cocaine person. Like I need more sugar.
Need another hit, man.
Not of sugar. Now I can eat it and it doesn't even faze me now. So I know I'm in trouble because this morning when I had my first piece, get away with that. My first piece of king cake, it was like, holy crap, that's a lot of sugar. Now it's like I can eat it. And it's like, who cares about that baby stuck in that cake?
Yeah, that's the other thing. I'm the one that always buys the damn cake. Year after year. How many years have I been doing the king cake thing now? Easily 10.
Oh, easily.
Easily 10. I never find the baby in the king cake. Ever. Ever, ever, ever.
But big sister Chris gets it most of the time.
Chris is flirting the hair tonight, apparently.
That's because I had my stupid clip
Yeah,
in my
yeah.
hair that I took out of my hair.
You have to give it the share flip.
Chris needs to get her hair done.
You need to get your hair done.
Yes, I need to get my hairs done.
I need to cut all my hair off.
I'm now sharing. All right, so we have 12 people. Greg Harper's on with us. Well, all right. Well, we'll start a show. We'll see where we end up, guys, okay? And then if it seems like nobody but us people.
Nobody but us monkeys are watching right
Right,
now.
exactly. Then we'll just call it a night and go, everybody has a Valentine out there. Because I don't think there's anything on TV tonight. We're through everything. And I even got these like cool new, Jason brought these in for me. These are like guns, but they blow confetti. And they're really cool to play with. And I got to see a good earlier today with it. She's still mad at me. And she's blaming the tween cake. Okay.
I'm not mad at you. You just thought you were sneaking up on me or something. I don't know, but
I was not sneaking up on you. I sounded
you were
like
like
a horse,
flipping the thing the whole
a horse coming at you.
I know you're coming.
Okay, so I put up some things in front of me tonight to look at while we're waiting for the load up. So I'm just going to go over them. I still have this Detective Comics number 1027, which is a yellow label that is a 9.4. To answer the question that now comes up all the time, you cannot get yellow labels anymore for Neal. They are done and out there in the world. So basically, yellow labels, you can't get them made anymore. That has been put to bed. I just want to say that if you're interested in buying something, just say I'm claiming Batman, Jughead, whatever it is you're claiming in the comment bar, the same way everyone is saying hello to us tonight. We will recognize that you're interested in buying a piece. We will call it out there. We will do this. We will blow bombs and recognize that you bought something. Then we will ask you to then direct message us your name, your address where we're shipping, and an email for us to be able to send out an invoice tomorrow morning. If you guys have any questions, just write it in the comment bar. We'll gladly help you out through the show. And that's kind of how it works here. So since I think everything I have, except for this piece, everything that I have out front here is art. So we still do have the payment plan that Neal and Jason started, where you put a third to a quarter down as a down payment on a piece, and then you can pay it off over time. Once it is completely paid off, we then ship it out, which a lot of you have been sending in payments. A lot of stuff has been shipping out. Zia is busy coloring these days because we have pieces shipping out. So basically, that's how it's done. So like I said, I have a 9.4 yellow label Detective Comics, and I think I just made the price hop off of it. This is a sketch cover. So the Batman that you're seeing on that and all that lightning is drawn by Neal. It was just a blue blank cover. It started off looking more like this. So just a blue blank with the logo on it. And then Neal drew that on the cover. So it's original art by Neal. It has been sealed in plastic. It has been graded. A 9.4 for a sketch cover from Neal is not a bad grade. Neal is a little rough on his comics when he draws on them, which tends to knock down their grading. So a 9.4 is like the equivalent of a 9.8 in Neal Adams drawing land on a cover. It is a nice, full, action-packed figured Batman there for $3,000. is the price for that. Next up, I have a Batman 251. Now, this is a blue label. This is an original 251. This is a facsimile. It is a 7.5, and what seems to be wrong with it is it says cream to off-white pages. And we're selling that for $700. And like I said, this is an original printing of 251, not a facsimile. Next up is Jughead. Jughead is 8.5 by 11 paper. Neal is drawing a little bit on the internal or middle section of that paper. It is drawn by Neal. It is lettered by Neal. Everything on here is Neal. We're selling it for $300. And as I said on whatever day it was last time we were here, Friday, and Neal actually started his comic career with the Jughead joke pages. So this is the first character that Neal ever did in comics. So it's kind of cool. And I would say I highly recommend that you get Zia to color it for you. Either she can color it on another piece of paper that we just copied Jughead onto, or you can have it colored on your original. But when these get colored up, they're really quite cute and adorable and make them even pop more so. And then on my end here is a Batman. Now this is a facsimile comic that has a Man-Bat in silver, really kind of large Man-Bat in silver, down in Batman's cape down near the city. And Neal generally does not draw that many Man-Bats, so I wouldn't say there's a lot of Man-Bat remarques out there. This is one of the few times Neal did a remark of Man-Bat. And we're selling that for $800. That is signed by Neal. Actually, all of these are signed by Neal, except for the 251 original printing one, which is why it is a blue label and not a yellow label. But that's an original drawing on that comic. So $800 to buy. Man-Bat. Nice start. Okay, I'm going to put this down now. We do have other sketch covers behind me on the wall, so if anybody has any questions on those, we can pull them down if you want to see them. Easy peasy. Okay, I'm going to start with prints. We have some new additions. I know Phil is waiting patiently because Phil had asked if I ever found any Grizzly posters to please tell him. And I did find some Grizzly posters. I think I have 3 of these available. They are $200 each to purchase. Since yesterday was kind of a snow day, Z and I had come in and we have the original Grizzly posters.
Phil says clean Grizzly.
You got it.
I don't even need to look at it. I want it.
It's signed by Neal. They're in great condition. They've been folded in our art drawers for a very long time, probably ever since I've been here. And I go back to 77. So we have 3 of these available. This is a movie poster that Neal did probably in like 76. What year did Grizzly come out?
I thought it was 75 or 76.
75, 76. Yeah, it was before I was here. So. And Kelly Ruska's going to claim a Grizzly.
Okay, see down.
And I do have one more if I don't wreck this one.
The middle's got to fold first.
No, that doesn't look like Nope.
No?
Nope.
Sorry.
It's okay.
It's usually how it goes. Phil says, I think it was after Jaws.
Jaws came out in 75.
Doesn't say on the bottom.
Then I would have to open it again. I don't want to open them.
Never mind.
Okay, so I have one for Kelly Rusk.
Grizzly was 76.
76. Okay, so I have one for Kelly, and I have one for Phil.
Yes.
So that leaves one more available if anybody wants one. Tempted. Okay. Yeah, but you don't have a grizzly one.
Oh, and you guys will have to be patient with me on these scan and pans. We didn't have time to prep since I was literally just finished
I'm
the
kind of
Human
in
Torch
the order
before I came
of
out
where we left off.
here. Okay.
So it may not be too bad. At least I think I am.
Do you want me to put those over here?
Yeah, I'm just gonna get their names on it.
Yep.
And you can take these away. There you go.
Thanks.
Okay, so oh wait, I have bombs. Bombs. Do we want to try our new guns?
Go for it. You know how to load it?
Wait a minute, I have to remember.
There's a little thing you have to press it.
Oh, that's right, the pressy thing. I have to find the pressy thing. There it is. It's up to the front. No, it's back here. Okay, here we go. These are kind of weird, but they look like a gun. And
she can aim it
I
directly
can
at
aim
us.
it directly at Zia.
Well, if you want it to reach me, you got to aim a little higher. You got Rich pretty good though.
Can't know that.
Okay, that was one gun, and here comes a bomb. You can decide who got the gun and who gets the bomb. So there we go.
Yay.
For Phil and Kelly Russ. Thank you.
Jason Heath says, how much were the posters again?
200.
200. I'm just throwing everything on the floor tonight.
Sorry, Jason, I only just spotted your question there.
Okay.
And I think Chris said she has one more.
Yes.
I actually have two more. Sorry. I thought I had three. I have four.
Okay, so Chris has got two more.
I have two more.
Jason Heath is claiming a poster. Thank you, Jason Heath.
Okay, Jason. They're in good condition, guys. They've been folded and put away for a long time. And that one's Jason's. All right, I'm gonna pass that one. Okay. Hold on, guys. Now I need from China with death. Phil, you're gonna have to show me a picture what that might look like.
Yeah,
I'm
I
doing
remember
another
that.
pistol. Pistol Pete here. I'm doing another pistol. Okay, here we go. Now this
Aim a
one
little
doesn't
bit
have-
up if you want it to reach.
Here we- They're just not as
Hey, Kelly.
fulfilling as
I
the
purchased a
bombs.
Cotton Club movie poster and didn't realize it was 9 feet wide. Holy hell.
What? I want a Wanderers poster. What about Wanderers? I've never seen it. I mean, I've seen it as a newspaper, but
Jason, you know Chris shot me earlier today with the confetti gun. Back of the head, too. Didn't even have the balls to look me in the eyes when she shot me.
So
Shot me in
that's
the back like a coward.
from China.
you can't really see it
Okay.
from there. But I'll look for it. If it like sparks a memory, I will see what I can do, Phil. Okay. I'm gonna do some more I Love the Wanderers song.
Hee.
Yeah.
It's all over that thing. It's all over the back.
Well, I don't care about the back. I care about
Jason
the
says she put you down like Old Yeller or Lenny and Mice and Men. Wow. Tell me about the rabbits, Chris.
Tell you about the rabbits?
You remember that from Mice and Men?
No.
Tell me about the rabbits, George.
I didn't like Mice and
I
Men.
will hug him.
I
and
did.
squeeze him
It's
now. I will
sad.
hug him, George.
I did like Lord of the Flies. In books.
That's because you are Lord of the frickin' Flies.
But Mice and Men I didn't like. I didn't like a lot of books they made you read in school because I always found them really depressing. Like, I don't know why you make kids read these very depressive books from before your time that you can't even relate to most of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I breezed through Down These Mean Streets because we did get to read that because you could relate to it. I was like, oh, I know what they're talking about.
Ford says, Valentine's with the Chris. Let's shoot you for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today was a stupid day. It started with king cake. Shouldn't have done that.
I don't know. I colored 2 heads today. In one day. I did Wolverine.
So
start to
maybe I
finish.
should feed you more king cake.
I think I need more king cake. I may die from diabetes, but I'll get more work done.
I had to read The Outsiders. Messed up kids. Okay, here we go.
So is this one 100 or 200? This was 200.
This is a $200 one. Now this is 200 because this is new and very limited. Marilyn was saying that she only did 10 of each of these. So this is 200 to buy. This is based on Moon of the Wolf cover. But this is a redo of that cover. It is not the cover because the cover had all of those.
The cover was more squat
Yeah,
because there was too much damn title on that one.
too much. That's right.
Too much title, not enough art.
And
And
then-
the signature on this is from the original art. It is not a live signature on that piece.
Right. So what we do is we put one of these, which is our hologram signature of Neal's, goes on the back of the print.
How many pinnacles did Dad have? Because I think he had a few.
Yeah. Actually, we were talking about what did Dad do that we think made him happy. What were the highlights of Neal Adams?
Planets and Sasquatches.
No, you didn't get to finish that, so it doesn't count.
It made him happy, though.
It did.
And most importantly, chuckles.
Chuckles.
The Chuckles made Dad happy, yes. But of his work, we were talking about that.
And the power of the wandering fork at dinner.
We were saying that he was proud when we had Nasonex on TV.
Yeah.
That was a big moment for Neal. I think the Superman versus Muhammad Ali was a big moment for Neal. I think meeting Muhammad Ali was a big moment for Neal.
Going to the gym with Mr. T.
Yeah, going to the gym with Mr. T was another big one for Neal when we did the Mr. T comic.
I think somebody mentioned that, like, the werewolf was, like, the pinnacle of Batman 255 Neal at his pinnacle. And I'm like, I think Dad had a few.
No, I know that.
Dad was a bit of a roller coaster. He had a lot of peaks.
Yes. So, anyway, this is 200 to buy. The size of this is 13 by 19. It is on a really nice, very kind of thick watercolor paper. So it's got a nice thickness to it that absorbs the inks, which is why these Giclées really, when you see it in real life versus on video, it really has a really nice quality and look, and the way the ink sits on the paper
Definitely true to the color of
Yeah.
the original.
Right. So the size again is 13 by 19. It gets the hologram signature of Neal's that we put on the back of it. It is $200 to buy, and there are 10 of these made. Phil likes the panel of the Batman close up with the moon in the background. That's where his mouth is kind of open, I think, right? So, okay, we will put this down and up front. Okay, next up, I'm just going to do the ones, we kind of did these on Friday night. Phil says his body of work is awesome, but the story was just mesmerizing for me, along with Batman 251. How much is colored head sketch behind Chris? Okay, colored head
I think he's
sketch.
talking about Johnny Storm.
Yeah. We'll put this over here. We'll just jump right to where we want to go tonight. The 2-page spread where he saves the girl is amazing as well. Yes. Actually, you know what story I looked at this weekend, or yesterday? Was it yesterday? Maybe it was yesterday. Was the Man-Bat story where Man-Bat's wife is like pleading with Man-Bat that Batman can help because Batman's got the serum, and that he says, well, first it starts where like he basically says, you don't love me, or how can you love me? And she said, but I love the man inside of there. And it was just like really like, wow, this is kind of like a very intense story. And the artwork in that is really, really good. Like his storytelling, his pacing. I don't know. It was just like another look at that Man-Bat comic, which you just go, Man-Bat, kind of stupid, you know. And
Who's that far somewhere?
right, Man-Bat's Bride. But Man-Bat's Bride is a great story. Like I highly recommend looking at it and reading it because it blew me away yesterday. Because actually I was going through a lot of all the pages that made up all the Batman Illustrated books in Xerox form with Neal's tracing paper overlays of things that he patched. And I ended up getting stuck on that one after looking at just about all of them. Okay, so this is Johnny Storm or Flame On or
Human Torch.
Human Torch. So this is $800 to buy. This is pen and ink Neal. This is colored by Zia. It is a signed piece by Dad, right?
Yes.
Yes. And it is $800 to buy. Well, what I liked about this story is there was a lot of drama in the faces that Neal drew of his actors that he was drawing in the comic were very like real and very touching. Either that or Chris was just kind of in a weird romantic mood yesterday or something. I don't know.
You were feeling sensitive.
I was feeling sensitive, yes. And reading Man-Bat comics. So, back to the Human Torch. So this is something we've shown a number of times in black and white. In black and white, this is a little like, meh. So I said, Z, why don't we just color up this baby? As usual, Zia did her really fantastic job. You can see her doing it. She posted it right because she just finished it. This marker coloring is wet. Yeah. She just finished it. She just posted it as we came on. So you even have a video of her coloring the piece, which is kind of cool. I think I would hold on to the video and go, see, I got a video that's being colored. Zia will sign it. I think she just didn't have time to sign it. It is a piece signed by Neal. And I love the sky or universe behind him is also great. It is $800 to buy. Johnny Storm, or in this way, he's Human Torch. And I hear today they released all the actors that are going to be part of Fantastic Four. So it was kind of like a Fantastic Four daisy, even though we didn't plan it.
There you go.
So, that is what was behind Chris. And Robert Burke is now watching. So I'm going to go back to what I was doing. I'm going to put him over here. We'll keep him out. Okay. Okay. Next up is Green Lantern. This is a gorgeous Green Lantern piece. Some people bought this on Friday. And it's a great buy. It is 13 by 19, like most of our prints. And this is the painting that Neal did. It was large. This was a 3 feet by 3 feet painting.
No,
It was
a weird
It was
size.
like this big by this big because it sat on the conference room table.
Yeah.
It's in a lot of our older videos with Neal, and it's one of the last paintings that Neal did, and he actually kind of changed it because Neal was doing a very kind of more pop art style. This is what he preferred to do, which is actually closer to the comic book. There's a signature on this, but it comes from the original painting.
No, this one does not have a signature on it.
Oh, this doesn't even.
Yeah,
have
this
a
was the
signature.
one that he never
Okay,
signed.
so this one doesn't have a signature on it. And because usually Neal would sign them when they would leave us. So that's the reason why this one didn't get signed. But this is a 13 by 19 Giclée. It is on that great watercolor paper. I will say the color on this between the greens he used and the orange and yellows, it really pops and looks fantastic, framed up for sure. It is $200 to buy. It will get one of the hologram Neal Adams signatures on the back of it. And this is $200 to buy. And I'm still waiting for my Green Lantern movie. So, Green Lantern. I'm not feeling Conan. My Conan's got too many Fuji's on it. Okay, I do have a 13 by 19 Grogu. Grogu is Neal and Zia together. Made this Grogu piece. It is 13 by 19 in size. And he is adorable. This is $100 to buy. Because this is one of our older ones, actually signed by Neal. So Zia, you gotta change your 200 to a 100.
Sorry.
Okay. The size of this is 13 by 19. And it is signed by Neal. So an adorable little Grogu here by Neal. I love Grogu's eyes because it almost makes you feel like,
They're very glassy.
yeah. So great Grogu piece if you're into Star Wars and the stories that they're doing. Okay, next one up, I have Storm tonight at 13 by 19. She's on a cougar paper. So a little, it's not the watercolor paper. It is a paper that Neal does draw on. It is signed at the bottom by Neal.
In gold.
Again, really nice piece. Storm. It's 100 on Storm. Next one up is our 251 cover that comes from the original cover. So it is done at cover size. It is signed by Neal at the bottom. It is 11 by 17, and this is also done on that nice watercolor paper. So the black ink sits on this like the way it sits on Neal's original. It has all the paste ups except for the
Title at the bottom.
title at the bottom. The reason why it's yellow like that is because that's where the rubber cement stained the paper.
And this is how much?
This is 100 to buy.
If you'd like to purchase something, just type in the comment bar. I will claim with the name of the item. Then we'll acknowledge a claim. And then we ask that you send us a direct message after that. And I will invoice you tomorrow for it. But it's as easy as that.
Exactly. Phil says this 251 looks great in a black frame with a purple mat. Ooh, that's kind of cool. You guys come up with like creative, like the Adams
You're
family
welcome.
frames everything in just like black and white. And you guys have taught me that it's cool to put color around black and white pages. So I'm now going to look at my pan story and think of it that way. Okay. Next up is a Conan type called Barbarous. This is a piece that's done with Neal pencils, where he does his finished rendered penciling. So he's inking with his pencil. The size of this is 13 by 19. It is 100 to buy. And it is signed by Neal. And do Catwoman. I have a small Catwoman. She is, well, small in comparison, 11 by 14. And she is 100 to buy. She is also signed by Neal. She is very cute. So, Catwoman 11 by 14. All right. Yes, today is what I refer to as our Weird Wednesday night. So this is where Chris has found stuff that's a little off the beaten track.
And boy, does she have a weird one for you tonight.
And do I have a weird one for you tonight? I have a couple of weird ones. Then I have some regular ones. So in our weird category, this was a campaign that I believe really was done for Seattle, Washington, because the company that makes this beer originated out of Seattle, Washington. It is Renier beer or Renier beer. I'm not quite sure how they pronounce it. Some people say it one way, others say it the other. And we have the same creative director who worked on Evian, which we've sold a number of Evian pieces, and there have been huge billboards all over the United States of Evian ads, like the girl up in the cloud pouring the water bottle. And we've done a number of pieces for him. This is his campaign. And what he did was he kind of did a archaeological piece.
So the evolution.
The evolution of how it got to where it is. So this is actually drawn by Neal. We've had this for probably at this point, I'm going to say probably 18 years. Now you're going to ask me what the size of these are because I did not do that. I was so excited when I found these. So if you look at this, you'll see it starts with the, whatever that thing is at the bottom there.
Sort of beer amoeba.
Right. And then
Fermentozoic.
right. And it's
And Kelly, these are printed. These are not original hand drawn.
Right, this is the print of our drawings. But this is all Neal. These were not mass manufactured. So there aren't any of these out there.
I like the Refreshes Sasquatches. That was my favorite one.
Yes.
I think that was Chris's favorite too.
It's my favorite. I like,
Craigus is pretty good too.
yes, I like the green bottled one and the Sasquatch one are my faves. So this one is $700 to buy because it has the whole campaign on it. All right, I'm gonna put it down for a second, and I'm gonna see what the size of this is because these are very large. This is 18 inches wide by 24 inches tall. So, okay, so that's my first one because I'm going to show these and then we can talk about it. Now, I also have, these are kind of, he took each one of the characters and did an individual poster. Now, these were put up, I think, all over Seattle. So we have the one that Z and I like.
Refreshes Sasquatches.
Right. This probably would be Neal's favorite at this point. And then I have this one. Ugh. Just want to make sure I have it the right way.
Yep.
Which looks like, the ocean fish before it grew legs.
Delicious Aquaticus.
Right. So these are signed by Neal. This is my set that I got from the art director, the creative director.
Okay, Sam Green claims it is Rainier.
Rainier. Okay. Okay, so this one and the Sasquatch one are $600 each. And then the one, which is the Evolution, is $700 because it does have all of them on it. So again, I'm putting this out there for Weird Wednesday. So this is one of my Weird Wednesday pieces. And you got to admit, it's weird.
Yep.
And chances are you've never seen it before.
And you've never seen it before, exactly.
Or if you have,
My
sure as
arm
hell
is
did not know it was Dad.
No.
Nope, I don't think so. They also made t-shirts. Because I used to own one of these as a t-shirt. I just don't remember which one. Okay, I also, while I found the Grizzlies, I did find our Death Watch posters that we put out when we were doing Death Watch as a series from Continuity. We're selling this as $100. It is signed by Neal on this side of it. And then, sorry, the other
That's
side
okay.
of it.
I just didn't get to the signature.
Okay, the other side of it has Sheba. Oops.
Double-sided.
So it's a double-sided poster. It is $100 to buy. Has a beautiful Neal Adams art on this side.
Phil Henriquez is claiming Death Watch.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you, Phil. Looks like we have at least one more. How many do we have?
I have 3 here, but I think I have 2 more.
Okay, so we maybe have 5. We definitely have 3. We maybe have 5.
Right. Okay, so Phil,
How much were those each? 100.
100.
See, there's a little silver signature there.
There should be on the
Yeah,
death watch.
no, there is.
Yep.
I hadn't gotten to the bottom of the frame,
Right.
but I just zoomed in on the tables. And
Right. Okay. So here is Phil's.
Jim Hackett wants to know what's the size.
On the
Get
death
your
watches?
measuring tape here.
Yep. Will do. Okay.
Michael Kirby, I think it's only signed on the dragon side.
It is only something.
Correct.
Like I said. It is 24 by
Phil Henrique
18. 18 by 24.
says 18 by 21. And Phil says those are flat too. Most eBays are full. Well, most ones that you find on eBay are full.
Well, I think these are, I mean, when we did the poster, Neal signed them for retailers. And I think the reason why Neal signed the side he signed was because we were pushing Death Watch at the time. So that's why he didn't. Normally, Neal definitely would have done his Shebat side. But I think it's because these were done for retailers because we weren't signing these unless you got them from your retailer. You know, we weren't signing these at conventions. So, but they are nice. They're once again in good condition. They have been flat in the drawers up here.
Michael Kirby's going to claim one.
I will say that I will get that for Michael. The Shebat is really gorgeous. I mean, the printing of these is great. So that's probably the first place
And Kelly Rusk is also claiming Death Watch.
Okay.
I have Michael Kirby and Kelly Rusk.
All right. So we have Michael Kirby.
Kelly Rusk wants to know if these will be shipped rolled.
Yeah, we're probably going to roll this, Kelly.
Yeah.
It's the best way to protect them.
Yep. Okay, there's Michael Kirby and Kelly Rusk, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Put those over there. Now, next up that I found was the same time that we had the actually I'm worried about one of these little bit. We had that Tarzan that had the decal edge. This does not have the decal edge. Just kidding, because they're gonna ask me what's the size. This is 22 inches tall by 17 and a half wide. This is Neal's Tarzan. Again, this is a finished pencil render. Tarzan in the jungle piece.
Is it in a sepia tone?
In a sepia tone. It was done in 2013. Again, these are samples that were done for us. They're selling for $300. I have two of them. I will say the one edge of this one over here has a little bit of bend to it. It's not perfect. Close enough, but not perfect.
It's patina. Like wear over age. On like a vintage item.
Gotcha.
Right, so we have Tarzan and Sepia for $300. I'm gonna skip that one. Okay, so those are pretty much my prints for tonight because I didn't want to do a long show tonight because it is Valentine's Day. All right, so I'm going to go to some artwork. Phil says, I have the Shebat print frame. Neal did a limited run of signed prints of the same Shebat in a print. Cool. Well, is it that print? And it just had the other side? Or was it just a Shebat print? That's my question for the night. All right, we're going to hop around. I'm going to put up some comic art And then we're going to do Chris's weird art. Okay, I'm going to go with Thor Unfinished Rough Pencil. So the size of this, which Zia is going to get that up in a second here, is this is Thor. This is an unfinished pencil. It is 11 by 14. It was a Shebat print. Okay. Nice. So this is a really nice Thor done in pencil. This is actually one of Neal's unfinished rough pencils. This is $1,200 to buy. And Kelly Barrett is going to say goodnight to us tonight.
Good night, Kelly.
Good night, Kelly.
Good night.
Have a good night. So $1,200 on Thor. It's a really nice Thor of Neal's. $1,200 to buy. 11 by 14. Okay, next up I have Hulk to the Moon. Am I in an order or no?
No, but that's fine.
Yeah, it'll fall into the order. My first couple of pieces may be out, and then you're going to hit where it was the pile that was left from Friday that we didn't do. Who kicks you off?
Oh, he's talking about the fan page.
Why would you get kicked off the fan page? Oh, because Sam got kicked off the. What does Sam do to get kicked off the fan page? Nobody gets kicked off that page. So you must have done something really bad. Or
Were you trying to sell your car?
I was gonna say, were you selling your car on the page? This because they will kick you off for selling stuff on the page. So this is 11 by 14. This is a finished pencil render by Neal. It is signed by Neal. And we call this Hulk to the Moon. It is $2,000 to buy. Because only Hulk can punch something to the moon. I don't even think Superman can punch something to the moon. Maybe. Okay. I have a Superman by Neal. Speaking of the devil, Soup's Modern. Okay, so this Soups is 11 by 14. I get kicked off for liking a post by Gustavo. I doubt it. 11 by 14, pen and ink, Superman by Neal, signed piece by Neal. It is a modern take on Superman's costuming.
He's going for how much?
He is 1,800. That's what I'm saying, Sam. You must have tried selling something on the site.
Maybe he was bragging about all the covers he has.
Nah, even that wouldn't get him in trouble. Thanks, Ted Keaton. So this is 1800 to buy. I am going to share a really nice piece tonight.
So Steve Ritchie said, thanks for signing my Man-Thing print, everybody. Especially Chris, LOL.
I never signed anything.
She
Maybe
doesn't.
3 signatures out there in the world. Okay, so this one's got a little bit of history. This is its debut. And I'm going to show you some stuff before I debut it. Okay, so this is a piece that a lot of people like that Neal did. Right? Yes. It's the flying, all the superheroes flying, with Superman being the main love. So when Neal was doing his kind of pop arty paintings or triptychs and stuff like that, Neal decided to do this Superman kind of sort of pose and do it as a triptych. And I have shown you that triptych, which looks like this. We sell this. It's on canvas. And I have shown this to you guys. It's the 3-part Superman reduced because Neal did this originally. Each one of these panels was 3 feet by 3 feet. So you needed 9 feet of wall space to do it. So when we did the triptych, whoa, my triptych is falling apart here. When we did this, we did them obviously smaller because most people don't have 9 feet worth of wall space to do Superman flying. So this we sell for $800, and this is now 3 feet. No, these are.
It's 3 feet by 1 foot. So
3
each
feet
one
by
is 1 foot
I
by
was
1
right.
foot.
Right. So 3 feet long by 1 foot in length. So it's more like this can fit on your wall. If you get rid of a bookcase, this will fit on your wall. It is signed by Neal. We sell this for $800. So this is available. Just want to put that out there. And this, we also did a very small run of Superman. There's not a lot of these because we had to do 3 sections in order to make the triptych that Neal originally did. So this is available for $800. But the reason why I brought this all out was this head, because Neal originally did this, like I said, the triptych was 3 feet by 3 feet. So it was 9 feet. This is the head that Neal penciled onto paper that we had to then transfer over to that painting. And again, the painting was 3 feet. So this is a very large head. Head is 11 by 17. This is Neal's pencil for the head of this painting.
He said, wow.
Yeah. It is a sign piece by Neal. And it had paper over the front of it, and then it had this piece was also on it, which I think was the reason why we never saw it till I was rummaging through the drawers and realized, oh, there's a nice Superman drawing there. So once again, the size is 11 by 17. This is the head that was then transferred to Neal's canvas for him in order for him to then paint. These were originally 3 feet, so you can see the reason why he did it this big. And it is a signed piece by Neal for $7,000. So very cool in the how does Neal work? How do we work with Neal? How does Neal do stuff? See, Felix is going to be very upset tonight, or Happy Towers, that he wasn't here when we told the story. So again, nice piece. Oh, Happy Towers is here. He was just being very quiet tonight.
He said, oh, my Buddha.
Yeah.
Like he does.
He's here. So, like I said, really gorgeous piece of art. Yeah, actually drawing just a head this large it's hard to keep the humanity because it just ends up being a big old head. That's okay, Happy Towers. I just didn't see you. So I didn't think you were on, and I know you like to hear how Neal works things, and you're getting to see it. So this I put out for my Weird Wednesday, because it's a little weird. Big Superman head falls into Weird Wednesday. All right. Well, they have their magic ways of transferring up here at Continuity. Okay, so that was Superman. Nice Superman. I will put this down. Again, the triptych, if anybody's interested in that, is $800.
And this signed on the part, the
On his
canvas that has
feet.
the feet.
Right on his feet. You definitely can see that. Okay. Next up, I have this was the Poison Ivy,
Mm-hmm.
and this is from the Batman Ride. Sorry, Rich. This isn't going to sit in the things because my price was at the bottom. I don't have my plastic. No, we're gonna stick. There we go. Okay, we have a Poison Ivy piece. This is from one of the Batman rides that Neal worked on doing the design. No, it was also interesting that I saw in the drawer, but it was actually originals. It was original art from Funhouse, which was a movie that Neal worked on a zillion years ago. And I believe some of the drawings from Funhouse are in Monsters. So if you own a Monsters book, in there, if you got the bigger edition, the deluxe edition, you'll see stuff from Funhouse. And what I thought was interesting, and I don't know if the piece actually printed in that book, but Neal is doing stuff like ahead of time where he's projecting, but yet having actors come in and do stuff in the Funhouse. And it was like, wow, that's like what we're doing now, except now we're doing the graphics and stuff have gotten like higher, like what they're doing at Disney. But it's like the same concept of mixing live actors with movies running in the background and having things jump out and stuff like that. It was cool looking at it because that was done probably in like 79, maybe 80, way before we were doing stuff like that. So once again, this is Poison Ivy. This is, what am I looking at? I just want to see what I'm looking at. This is original. This is an original pen and ink and color all together on one sheet. $500 is the price. Poison Ivy. Okay, I'm going to move next up is the Batman Joker face-off. So this is a pen and ink Neal. The size of the this is, well, actually the frame is, I would say, 10 inches by 5.5.
That's for the poison ivy piece that Ted Keaton was talking
Right, but we're bleeding out the green.
Birdman is asking, didn't I buy this on Friday?
Poison ivy?
No, the face-off. I believe you did.
Oh.
I think that was on your list of pieces he bought.
I thought we pulled all the pieces out. We didn't pull all the pieces out. Ooh. All right. Sorry about that.
You are correct. Thanks for reminding us, Robert.
Because we don't even have his name on it. Okay, so who does this belong to?
Robert Burke.
Robert Burke. So we have artwork from Friday that's still in my pile.
It would appear so.
Okay. Robert. Okay. I'm glad he spotted it.
Yes. Sorry about that, Robert.
Because I know Mickey left and Donald is here.
Donald is one of his.
Donald is too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's been a crazy week due to snow.
Let me just look up quick what was on his.
Alright, I'm gonna put these over here.
Okay, those were the two originals you bought on
Right.
Friday.
Were there other, like I know what Aaron bought, but were there other originals
I'll tell you one second.
before I sell somebody's original?
Well, we pulled the Polaroid for Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
We pulled the Batman and Moon for Chivas. And the Batman Batarang we pulled. So those were the two pieces.
Okay.
How much was the Grizzly poster again?
200 for Grizzly.
Correct.
Okay. Happy Towers was asking.
200 for it. Okay. I'm going to go to a Superman bust
Are you
profile.
able to reach those two? See? If no, it's not fine.
Okay. Sorry about that, Robert. We've never done that before. 8.5 by 11 Superman bust. This is a really nice pen and ink by Neal. I believe this has a really great price of $1,500. And again, for additional money, it can be colored, like the Human Torch head, or we've done Silver Surfer. Did you put up your Wolverine?
No.
She did a great Wolverine that's going out the door.
How much is Superman?
Superman is $1,500. Yes, Benjamin, your Wolvie is colored. And he's very cool looking.
I just didn't think to put my camera on while I was working on them.
Hmm.
Can't show you guys everything.
Yeah, we slowed up some of the shipping going out this week because of the snow that was coming through here from across. I try to keep artwork out of moisture as much as possible. So Nice Superman. Okay, I'm gonna go to some weird stuff now because it is Weird Wednesday. Alright. So this is commercial work that we did. And I did post this, so you guys saw it. So I'm going to start with this piece because everybody seemed to really like this piece. This is the black and white, and this is the color. This is one of those toys where you push the bottom of it, like Neil drew, and then the little wooden horse collapses or moves, stands up, its head goes down, stuff like that.
I had a bunch of those as a kid.
Yep.
Little cartoon characters.
Yep. So the price on this is going to be $250
And that's for the black and white.
for the black and white and the color. You get the two pieces together.
I think these were called push puppets, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. I just know I've had a million of these in my lifetime.
I used to have a bunch of Hanna-Barbera ones as a kid.
Right. And what are they worth today, Rich?
Depends on the condition.
If I just didn't play with them. So $250 is the price for this. And again, like I said, we posted these up yesterday.
Happy Towers is claiming the toy. Thank you, Happy.
Okay.
That was a great buy.
That is a great buy. It is signed by Neal. Sorry, I forgot to say that. Signed by Neal. And the art, the actual black and white art is a 4.5 by 3.5 size frame.
What do you want to call that one?
Horse puppet.
Okay.
That's Happy
And
Towers.
$250.
Yep. Okay. Yay! And I will blow a bomb because we've made a mess already. Might as well go all the way.
There you go.
There we go. Thank you, Happy Towers. And here is his horse. Okay, next up is our favorite game that everybody sucked at and then cheated. Ooh, such strong language, Chris. Operation by Neal Adams. Oh, and this came from, it was like a headache. Hold on. I'll tell you what client it was. Ugh. It's Advil. So this was work that we did for Advil, for those who like to know what were the pieces from.
I thought you were saying the client was a headache.
No. Might have been. So this was for actually Advil. I don't know what Advil was doing with the horse that bends, puppet, or operation.
Same price on this one?
This one is $200. And again, it is the black and white and the color. So, Operation by Neal Adams, sign piece, $200. You get the color, you get the black and white. Oh, Happy Towers is so smart. Joint pains. Duh.
There you go.
You're so good at this advertising
You
stuff.
are wise beyond your years.
Obviously, I have been out of it for a very long time. They let me out of jail. I was allowed out of the penitentiary of advertising.
And she's never going back.
Hopefully.
Did you get your soul back?
I might have gotten my soul back.
I did.
So Towers is laughing. So operation is 200 to buy. These are cute frames. From that job. The friend that did this job was just a scientist. It was really boring. So, okay, I'm going to put these to the side. My next is, this is from a different board, and it was drawn in a style that seems really familiar to me, but I don't know why.
Because that's Wallace and Gromit style.
Right. And it was called Klutz. So I guess, and this is for the same client, so it would still be Advil. And obviously her husband just fell out of the tree, or maybe it's a boyfriend that fell out of the tree. So again, this is Neal's pen and ink and color.
And this is how much?
200, the same as the operation piece. And you get the black and white and you get the color. So original line art and original color. And since we're looking at this, once again, these heads that Neal does, or any of the art that Neal does in black and white, this is what we talk about where we can make a copy and color it. That is what we've done for a very long time in the world of advertising. And the reason why we did that is because clients don't always look at the black and white or their pencils that carefully. And then they'll notice something is wrong when you hand in your color, because that's what you hand in next to the client. You just go from, here's my pencils and here's my finished job. And then they go, oh, but I really would like to move that guy or change how he's falling out of the tree.
Or I would like that a different color.
Right. Then it gave us the ability to not have to redraw the whole frame. We could just patch this, recolor this if we decided to do that, or sometimes we even patch the color. But it allowed us not to have to redo a lot of artwork working this way. So we've gotten very comfortable with making good copies. And that's why I'm saying you can keep your black and white line pristine and still get a really fantastic color.
So this one says Klutz 1 on it.
Right, it's the first frame of Klutz was the name of the board. So 200 to buy this. And that is Klutz. Okay, so that was my weird art for tonight, guys. I'm gonna go to, I'm gonna flip this over now because I've been using poor Hulk here. And now he got hit with lots of stuff here. Okay, so I have a Spira pencil I purchased a while back. Is that something you would have to scan of? Maybe.
Do
Can I
you
see
mean
the
the-
toy one again? Sure.
The operation one?
Let's flip this and
Oh, the push toy.
the push toy got bought.
Yeah, that's sold.
So Ford, that one got bought already.
Well, never mind.
Right, because Happy Towers bought it.
Happy Towers.
So the push toy in the board, I will say this for the push toy in the board had 2 frames. I've only found one. I don't know if we're ever going to find the other one.
Aaron's claiming this one.
But there is a Thank you, Aaron. There is a possibility of a second one of the push frames. I just haven't found the piece yet. So, but sometimes there's like another folder that may have Advil work in it that somehow that piece got into that folder. So my eyes are out for that. Such as like I found this really cool, sporty looking, very large black and white piece. And then I found that like 3 weeks ago. And then I just found the color way in another area of continuity. And then now I'm capable of putting the two pieces together. So sometimes I find them. Okay, so operation just got sold to Aaron. Thank you very much, Aaron. And I'm going to put your name on this so we don't have a mishap here. Thank you, Aaron. Okay. So that is Aaron's. And my last mobile phone. Otherwise, we got to use guns. Thank you, Aaron. There we go.
Shrapnel.
Rich got the cap.
I got capped.
Okay. So,
You were what? Showing Hulk.
yes. And now Hulk got covered again. All right. This is a gorgeous Hulk piece. It is 11 by 14. It is a finished pencil render where Neal uses his pencil work like he's inking. And the price on this is
$3,000.
$3,000. Right. Neal had fun playing with Hulk, a character that Neal didn't really get to play with, except for maybe a cover or two. And he did probably like 4 or 5 Hulk pieces that he did in this finished pencil render technique. And he had fun with Hulk. So this is, once again, 3,000 to buy, 11 by 14. Beautiful pencil work. Okay. All right, I'm just going to point this out because I know some people have come on. This is a new piece we pulled in here. We've shown this in black and white a couple of times. It's a piece that Neal did a while ago, and we just never colored it. We've shown it in black and white. It's some of the last of our headshots from Neal. And Zia colored this up today. There is a video out there right now.
Yep, right before this.
Of Zia coloring this. It was actually like a great face piece by Neal. Great coloring by Z. Nice combo. Signed by Neal. 800 to buy.
Mets mix colors.
Huh?
Happy Tower says Mets mix colors.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next up is Bane. The bane of my existence. That's what my dad used to say to me all the time. All right. A Bane is 11 by 14. 11 by 14? Somehow he always looks bigger.
Yes.
11 by 14. He's an illusion, this guy here. Bane is very large. Bane has a sticker on him.
He's large and in charge.
Right. And this is a piece that Neal came in the door and was like, "You did Bane?" I was like, "Yeah, I feel like doing Bane." So this is all Neal. Color is Neal. White paint is Neal. Hair is Neal. Obviously, the pencil and ink is Neal on this. Color on this is Neal. This is 2,000 to buy. This has to go with a certificate of authenticity because Neal forgot to sign this one. But there's a lot of intensity. I don't know where this came out of Neal. It probably is the only Bane that Neal has done in his lifetime. It's not a character he got to do in comics. I don't remember him doing a Bane. I don't even remember commissioned Banes. I mean, that could have been what he was in the mood to do. He wanted to play with hair and backlining. You never know what evil lurks in the hearts of Neal Adams. What it was that made him do this. Maybe he did this during his Bigfoot research and Bane is close to Bigfoot. I don't know. But it is 2,000 to buy. It can go on the payment plan. And this one, I will say, came from Neal's heart. So 2,000 for Bane. And I just remember everyone had the same reaction. It was like,
What?
"You did a Bane? Okay. That's interesting." I'm going to pull this down because I think this is a really good drawing. Okay. I have this really great Flash. Now, Flash is another one which is a sketch edition, which means Neal had a comic book that looked like this, where it was just a red cover for the Flash. Boring. So he then drew a drawing of the Flash on it. Excuse me. So that's an original drawing by Neal. And it is a 9.8 yellow label. Now, for Neal to get a 9.8 is unimaginable because Neal is very hard on the paper that he draws on. The fact that this is a comic book and he's drawing small and he didn't mess up the comic is amazing. It is 3,000 to buy. It is 9.8. Like I said, you can't get yellow labels anymore of Neal unless it's been made and it's out there to be sold. But 3,000 is the price. And this is a really lovely Flash.
Not only did I get Jason to build me one of those frames, but I got him to do me a wraparound cover one too.
So 3,000 for Flash. And that's definitely a cool CGC. Like I said, you're not going to find a sketch cover 9.8 out there too easily.
Jason, you may have to build one for Jolie too. We're trying to encourage Joel to do sketch covers.
Okay, next up is Batman Forever, Batman and Robin prelim. Ooh. Where did Hulk go? I'll use Bane. So this is, again, from Batman Forever. This is not in the deco style that the licensing book ended up becoming. This is 2,800 Batman and Robin. And this is Neal. This will get a certificate of authenticity that will go with it. Yeah, it's a nice design piece for sure. So $2,800 is the price on this one. So nice piece of art.
Should probably put the CDC back on the shelf
Yeah, well,
because it might
what?
get some of the paper. Do you still have the sadist Batwing babe and office assistant impaled on the alien tail?
Yeah, we do. We do, Kelly.
Somewhere.
Do you need to see it?
Or is that something you want to message us about?
We do have that piece. I just don't have it in my stack for tonight. And that I would have to dig out.
Maybe back on the shelf.
Yeah, I think it's on the shelf because I didn't see it when I was going through this.
Let us know what you're thinking, Kelly.
I mean, do you need the price on it, Kelly, or you wanted to see it again?
Not tonight, but I would like to see them next Wednesday if possible.
Sure, not a problem. Okay. What was I going to do? Oh, I was going to do Jason's Tarzan. Okay, well, why don't we do this? Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to give you Jason's statue.
If you have anything white you can put behind it, would be helpful.
Yeah, I'm going to put Superman behind it. I'm going to give you this. You can read that.
Okay.
That is white. Okay, there we go. Good?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so
that. I'm going to go see if I can find Kelly Russ because I'll forget. I got it. I can wait.
Okay, so this is Jason's Lord of the Jungle Cold Cast Bronze. Cold Cast Bronze is a resin casting like Jason's model kits, except that before the resin is poured into the mold is coated with bronze powder. After the resin is poured in, you get a casting where it has a bronze surface layer. This is Jason's own design. Jason has signed them on the bottom. The price is $120 plus shipping, and he has 3 available. I realize it looks pretty dark right there. It is not that dark. It is more like the video I'm sending you guys. And Jason says this also comes fully assembled. I wish I could get Instagram to be able to see this video. But there you go. Happy Tower says, I have the cold cast bronze Daredevil and the bronze looks great. And Kelly Rusk is saying, I don't need to see those pieces tonight. I can wait until next week.
Okay. they were easy. I figured since we were doing the co-cast, then you had the words there, we were safe. Yeah, that's going to be a
Sorry,
fun.
this is 120. Sorry.
Do you want me to give it a shot?
The wrong number.
Still not
Sorry,
safe.
guys. I punched in the wrong number on the claim floor. It is 120, not 180. And Jason says, I also sell this as a model kit if anyone is interested. And I've also put up Jason's email.
Okay, well, we were going to go to 9 o'clock. It is 9:02 because some of us have people waiting for us at home tonight. So we will be back on Friday night. I wasn't sure how many people would show up for tonight because it's being Valentine's Day and also a school day. I also know for New York it was a weird week because Tuesday we had a snow day here. So we will be back in full form for Friday. I do have other pieces that I found, but was there a price on the Death Dealer piece? The pricing, did we have a pricing? The Death Dealer is still being discussed. Erin, I can tell you what the price is going to be once we've nailed down the price. We were going to put this out for Friday night, but we can talk about it. The Death Dealer piece is a piece that Neal had started. I talked about this on Friday, and this is where Neal had taken the piece to. I mean, he drew this, he showed it, I believe, in black and white during our videos. And basically, he then started putting color in, but then Neal got sick and never finished it. So basically, Jason took this and finished it off. And we've yet to really price this piece yet. But I will put this out for sale on Friday. Erin, if you're not going to be around on Friday, just message me and I'll tell you what our price is going to be on this.
And Kelly Rusk is asking, will the Grizzly posters be shipped flat, still folded long ways, but flat otherwise?
Yes. Those will not go in a tube. Those we ship out flat. We've shipped all the other ones out flat. The only ones I would probably put in a tube is the Death Watches, because those will go fine in a tube.
And Erin says, okay, thanks.
Okay. So there is a Death Dealer out there for everybody else who's watching. We just have not priced this piece yet. A little back and forthing on this one. So, and it is a signed piece by Neal, and the signature is down here. So, but that'll be Friday night for sure. So, Wednesday night, like I said, has become more our Weird Show Wednesday, where more of our weirder advertising stuff comes out. I did find some Batman stuff that is actually printed pieces from the Batman Illustrated books. So they're kind of like Neal redoing the style of the Batman Illustrateds. We refer to them as kind of recreations, but these were actually published recreations. And we have a couple of those that I found yesterday during the snow that we had during the day. So those are going to come up on Friday. So there's some more interesting stuff on Friday. And basically, we'll be back. So I want to say thank you for spending Valentine's Day with us. And I want everybody to have a good Valentine's Day. Excuse me. And we will be back Friday night with bells and whistles again. And we're going to say goodnight.
Robert Burke wants to claim the Jughead with color.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
See, this
Where
is
did
why
he go?
Robert Burke gets me in trouble.
It comes in at the
He
end.
comes in at the end. That's going to be a difficult one.
I think he's probably under here.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, we're going to put this back here. And you think he's on this side.
Kelly Russ says, I'm going to miss Friday, so please do a boring show.
I will try. But in the meantime, I will look for your alien lady one. And then these are all prints. And we did that after we did prints. So I think he's actually under this stack.
So many stacks.
Well, we're just starting to play with so many
I
different.
know.
Robert says I have to see everything before I know what I want.
I totally understand. But I bet you that's how come I didn't tag your stuff, which was really what was weird.
Okay, Kobe Story wants to know, was the artwork from the 1979 movie The Wanderers ever printed, or is there an original layout that still exists?
I have not. I have seen it printed because I mean, if you go online, you hit Wanderer, stuff comes up. So I have seen it printed. I do not have. Oh, thanks.
I was going to say, Chris hid the Jughead because she doesn't want you to buy it.
See, if it says another one that I want that Chris likes, it always goes.
So what's the price with color on that?
We said 8. It matches the same price as. Oh wait, this is less. So we do 300 for color. So this is 600 because he's a lesser price
Right.
because he's a cartoon. So 600. And Jughead. Okay. So this is going to Robert Burke.
Yes. Otherwise known as Bertman.
Okay.
Bertman 1
And it's 600.
with color. Thank you, Robert.
Now I'm jealous that you get to color Jughead.
Sorry. It was bound to happen eventually.
There you go. Okay. You know what? Since Jughead is leaving me,
Oh.
I'm doing a big bomb.
Big bomb time.
Big bomb to say goodbye to my Jughead.
Cover your ears.
And we've made a mess anyway. I think these are the ones that don't work.
Oh, my ear.
We did a big snowstorm. It was like yesterday.
Butterfly storm.
And I'm not even cleaning this mess tonight. Okay, so anybody else wants anything?
I don't know,
Now's
Chris.
the time.
Is there anything else that's going to make you cry when we have to sell?
I don't know. We may have like sold all the things that I like. I'm gonna have to go hunting for things I like now. I mean,
Aaron
even,
White wants to know, what is that Boba Fett slab?
okay, Boba Fett's not a slab.
It's just in front of us.
It's just in front of a slab. Boba Fett is a comic. This is actually drawn by Jason. So this is Jason doing a sketch cover. Oh, hold on a second. This is 100% all Jason. So color and art. And this is on a sketch cover. It is Marvel's Star Wars, but it has been, Marvel #1, Star Wars. And the price on it is $700. But that is Jason pencil, ink, and color. Sketch cover, Star Wars #1.
Can you just tilt it a little bit and get the glare on it? There you go. Perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
Says, okay, thanks for showing.
You're welcome. Yeah, I like these. I like the Hulk because I've said it 100 times. So these we sell for, what was it?
800
800 each, right? So this is Marvel Premiere Special Cards. These are original drawings by Neal on them. And this is my favorite. So eventually this will leave because if I like something and I don't want to sell it, which I don't want to sell this one, it is $800 to buy. And I have said through at least 3 shows now, Hulk is the one that I would buy. Because I love the Hulk. I love the color on this Hulk. I like that he's red on one side, green. And this is colored by Neal. This is pencil, ink, and color, all Neal. $800. And like I said, these are Marvel Premiere cards. This is all Neal. They are signed by Neal. And the cards are beautiful. They have this like wonderful edging in silver metallic, which I know when you do the pan and scan, it just looks like gray or a line. It's actually like a metallic. So it's got a little bit of a gleam to it in silver. But these are great, highly collectible. And I have framed a trading card. I have a Tommy Ferland that I have framed. They're really neat when you frame these up on a wall in small frames.
Okay, happy.
So these do look cool. So I think these are cool. And like I said, these are 800 a piece. And I like the Hulk in this. So if you want to know what I would buy, it is the $800 Hulk in this trading card set. So, and there's a couple of Batman pieces I like that I don't want to really see go. So, and the horse today, that toy, I didn't want that to go, and that one. So,
There you go.
all right. So, anybody? Have we answered everybody's questions? So like I said, we'll be back Friday night at 7:30, our usual spot.
The Donald sold, not the Mickey.
Right. Mickey is still here. The Wanderers is like a kind of dumb movie. So they had the movie, the actual poster that Neal did do was actually up in Coney Island by the boardwalk for a number of years.
Andrea has finally joined us. Hi, Andrea.
Hi, Andrea. Don't look at this video, Andrea.
Don't show her the Superman.
Don't watch the replay.
Yeah, you don't want to watch the replay of this, Andrea.
Everybody was trying to spend your money.
We unveiled another Superman that we didn't know we had. You have a magnet. Well, Jason, we're signing off because everybody's going to get out of here tonight. So I'm going to go. We're going.
Let's say goodnight.
All right, guys, we're going to leave and go home. I can show Andrea it on Friday. I'm sure Andrea will be with us on Friday. So, okay. Oh, my God.
Just say goodnight. Bye.
Bye, guys. Rich has got to get on a train anyway.
And I'm
All
hungry.
right, guys.
Bye.
Take care.
Good night,
Bye bye.